Why do I look bald?
Mahalo. What do they say in Hawaii?
I think mahalo, aloha.
Mahalo, aloha. How much I was watching Lilo and Stitch twice.
I was going to say, what is with the Hawaii reference?
He said, water, water. I said, Little Mermaid. No. Well, I said,
he likes Moana.
Moana? No. Then he pointed it. Finally, he just picked him up and was like, what do you want?
Oh, when we're at home, he says, uppa to pick, and that means he wants to go up to pick.
He didn't say that. He just said, water, water. I'm like,
was he thirsty, perhaps?
No. He was picking his movie.
I understand.
And then finally, yeah. But anyway, Lilo said, mahalo. And I kept saying, when Lilo's older sister came on the screen, I kept saying, there's Auntie. And he didn't respond.
Even though her name is Nani?
Yeah. Well, he didn't call her Nani either.
Oh, okay.
So
he calls everyone Nani. Something to show about my son. Everyone that exists in media is Nani. How was your week? You went on a little trip ski?
Yes, guys. I am fresh out the plane from Indiana, visiting my best friend Peyton. It was so fun. And you know what I really had learned about myself?
Surely you'll tell me.
I always feel like a fat lard, always. I'm always like, wow, you're fucking huge, Sofia. Until I see a picture of myself. And me and Peyton both are feeling, fat. And then we were like, wait, we're eating in every single one of these pictures. Not a bad picture did we take. Not one where we're like, oh, we look huge. So I'm like, you know what?
I thought your pictures were gorgeous.
No, literally, that's what we were saying. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to start embracing my booty. And that's why today I wore this. I'm like, you know what? If I have a little pudgy, it's okay.
I think you look gorgeous
I'm looking
today.
hot and I'm looking skinny. So yeah, so that was number one. Number two.
Okay, we're off to a great start.
Number two. Also, guys, I'm just sorry. I was just telling Belle, my asthma has literally not been the same since the Canadian fire. So I'm out of breath today, and there's no reason. I've literally been sitting and working all day. So sorry for that. And then what else? There's a little village in Indiana. Bravo. I'm talking to you right now. It's called Clayville or something, and it's quite literally its own area. It has dentists, health insurance, restaurants, all these things with mansions everywhere.
Dare I say a town?
No, it's not a town. It's literally a house development of mansions, and it has its own community center with everything you could ever need. Like you literally would not have to leave. They're missing an opportunity for Real Housewives of there. I can just see it now. It's like Pam and Dina are like, yeah, we're not friends with Christine because she lives right outside of this village, blah, blah, blah,
Okay.
Like they're missing a lot.
So Andy, she's talking to you.
Yeah, Andy Cohen. You need to get to Indiana, Clayville or Claymont, whatever it is, Montclair, or I don't know.
Well, you have to send them to the right place.
I know. Peyton's going to be yelling it when she's listening to it.
She probably is. Hi, P.
But yeah, it was so much fun. It was a lot of fun.
That's good. You went to the Indiana State Fair.
Yes. And I learned that an elephant ear is just fried dough.
That's what they call it, an elephant ear?
They call it an elephant ear. Yeah. Yep.
What was your best treat that you had?
Honestly, I didn't get anything remarkable. I got everything basic. Okay. My elephant ear fried dough was amazing, but it's not like this cool, unique, sexy, unique restaurant,
No, of course. I just.
But it was really good.
What was the most enjoyable thing you ate? Like, it doesn't have to be something fun, but I love fair food.
So, Indiana is known for their fried pork, breaded pork loin. But it's
Peyton will correct you.
Yeah, and it's basically a schnitzel, but it was really good. So I'd say that.
Okay.
And then, of course, my fried dough elephant ear.
I love that for you.
And I got a hat, an airbrush hat that says Sofia with cherries.
Something about you love an airbrush hat.
Well, she got a shirt, and I was like, I just feel like the airbrush from the fair doesn't go through the wash as well. So I was like, let me get a hat.
I think you just like a trucker hat too. Like you have a lot of trucker hats.
I love a pink hat.
Yeah.
I didn't want my hair was short, but when my hair's long, I'm like, oh, suddenly I'm a hat girl.
I feel like hats, you have to be a hat person. Like you have to have a hat face.
But I really don't feel like I do. But I'm getting more used to it now.
I think
I have the face for whatever.
I was going to say, I think
have.
you have the face for everything, which is really exciting. Well, that's good. What else did you do this week? Anything?
Not really. Just spent time with my bestie in Indiana.
My bestie in Indiana. Well, that's exciting. I'm happy for you. Big sip.
We watched this show Behind Her Eyes. It's a mind fuck, let me tell you. So if you're looking to be fucked in your mind, but also with one of those artsy indie endings that don't really give you satisfaction, aren't tied up in a perfect bow, watch Behind Her Eyes.
Want to give a quick 2-sentence synopsis of what it is about, minus spoiling the plot, or do you want to just let people figure it out on their own?
It's a mystery about a guy who has an affair on his wife.
Okay. Good synopsis.
Yeah.
I like that.
Behind her eyes.
You know what it makes me think of?
What?
Behind These Hazel Eyes by Kelly Clarkson.
Yeah, nothing like that.
Oh my
Kelly
God.
Clarkson wouldn't be caught dead near the show. It's freaking whack.
Much love to my girl
Yeah.
Kelly.
Honey's hazel eyes, here I am once again. Torn into pieces. Anyway.
Well, that's exciting. I too saw my friends this weekend,
Oh my God.
which was like really crazy and bold of me since I'm like having a hard time seeing my friends and doing anything for myself these days.
Since I already know who you hung out with, Megan and Melissa, or just Melissa?
Just Melissa.
Just Melissa. I made a TikTok about the importance of slick back buns on your wedding day and why people need to stop hating on people for doing slick back buns. And she like commented on it, and all these random people are like, "What did you do? I need the inspo." And I'm like, "Pop off, queen." And she put a picture of her wedding hair. And I just
Melissa
love
did?
that. Yeah.
Melissa had fabulous wedding
Yeah.
hair.
So, but people are
Just fabulous hair in
commenting on my
general.
TikTok for her wedding inspo, and I'm just like, shake it, girl. I love
She
to
has
see
a
it.
she had a really beautiful wedding, that Melissa.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, yeah. So I went to Melissa's house. She just bought a house, so it was really fun to get to see it. She lives in what I fear can only be described as Stars Hollow. It has a cute little gazebo. There's an antique store. There's a
love
little
that.
cafe. There's a coffee shop. So we actually went to the antique store, and I did buy you a gift, which I forgot to bring here today. But would you like me to describe it to you?
Yeah, Belle said I got you a gift, and I said I didn't get you jack shit in Indiana, but I got your son a little football.
Honestly, Declan's more important than
Yeah,
me.
he is no fun.
So I know I'm always commenting on how much we swear here,
Yeah.
and like how you have a potty mouth.
Is it a poop jar? Or not a poop jar? No, air jar.
No, the antique store was actually really cool. It had like a bunch of obviously. What?
So you liked the antique store?
What have I
I'm
been
always
known to
talking
not
to
like
this
an
bitch about
antique store?
going to like antique shops and vintage stores. She's like,
No, I'm sorry. You're confusing the with I don't have time. I'm not saying I'm saying It's a big difference.
if there's something about Belle used to Teresa Giudice, I don't want to live in a used house about vintage stores.
No, that's how I feel about houses. I don't feel that way about vintage stores. Let's not
bought
get
a
it
house
twisted.
somebody else owned.
Yeah, but it was like I had to. I didn't have a choice.
Guys, don't cancel her. She's so what is the word? Elitist? No, I'm just kidding. She's not, but she's just being a diva.
And so at this vintage store, they had like some art pieces in there as well. And so there was an artist who makes, the spoon rings and spoon bracelets and all of those.
Yeah.
She makes the spoon keychains at the back end of like the decorative spoons, and then she
pretty.
imprints them or stamps them with phrases.
Yeah.
So I got us matching keychains that say "bitch" on them.
Oh my god. I love that. Wait, I actually really like that.
It's either in my wallet or in my car. I can't remember where I
was
put it.
these close to getting us matching spray shirts or spray hats, and then I was like, Belle would literally never
No,
wear
I would
them.
never.
And I was gonna get one for Declan, but I'm like, he grows so fast. And I also
Waste.
just humble brag to me. I won the game at the fair, and I won a prize. And I was gonna. Peyton was like, you don't want to pick out a toy for Declan, because I was like, you guys pick. Like, I can't fit a toy home, but I'm like, I feel like Belle wouldn't want a toy from the fair for Declan.
Oh, I mean, washing machines. You're making me sound really horrible. By the way,
I meant that
washing machines exist.
There was like ants on the machine on the thing.
Oh,
so I was
no.
like, I just feel like
He also has so many toys, especially since we just had his birthday. He has so much stuff that I feel like he can never have too many balls because the kid loves a ball.
yeah, that's what Hayden said too.
Yeah, that's
Oh my
like
God,
his
I'm so
dream.
excited
gift.
for my keychain.
Yeah, it's really cute. I actually think it's in my cup holder in my car, which what is also my cup holder in my car is my lip combo, which is why I may look different to you all today. I'm wearing it. I'm wearing borrowed lipstick.
Yeah, it's mine.
It doesn't match my color.
What shade was it?
I believe
Velvet
it's Charlotte
Teddy?
Tilbury Pillow Talk.
No, I don't have that. I lost that, so it's not.
It's a lip liner. It says Pillow Talk right on it.
You only did lip liner?
I only did liner. My lip combo
yes, you would be
is
correct.
strictly consisting of a liner and an oil or a gloss.
I lost the lippy that goes with that when we were in South Carolina
Oh, when did you go to South Carolina?
for Morgan's wedding. We all were there.
We went to Georgia.
Oh my God, I keep doing that. I keep saying that. I literally
So
was
don't look
talking
at me
about-
all confused.
I literally was talking about her wedding, like literally to Peyton, because you're talking about Peyton's wedding. I was talking about like, Inspo and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, it's South Carolina. And she's like, didn't she get married in Georgia? And
Georgia.
I was like, oh my God.
Where I, by the way, had the best peach cobbler of my life. Can't remember the name of the restaurant, but it changed me.
Gosh. Okay, yeah, anyway. I lost it in Georgia.
But yeah, that was my weekend. You know this about me. I've talked about this before on the pod, obviously, but I was a sufferer of the PPD, and I have been finding it really hard to get back in the swing of things with my life. So I have been challenging myself with some exposure therapy of seeing my friends, which shouldn't really be exposure therapy, but it is for me these days.
Well,
So I saw my friends on Saturday, and I saw my friends on Sunday, because I also went to a baby shower on Sunday for my friend Kelce, who's having a gorgeous baby boy in October.
And was it as bad as you thought it was going to be?
No, I mean, I didn't think it was going to be bad. I was crying before I left the house to go to Melissa's because I was nervous about leaving my son and like felt guilty about that. But then I got there and I had a really lovely time.
See, I'm
obviously, as I knew I would.
I'm gonna be the opposite. Like I'm gonna be so excited to leave, and then I'll feel bad about
Well,
that.
Tom always tells me like I have to be better about taking care of myself, because if you're not taking care of yourself, you can't give Declan the best version of yourself.
Yeah, it's like what they say on the airplane. You have to put your mask on before you help others.
That's the third time I've heard that analogy today. Did you know that? Isn't that crazy?
Well, maybe start listening to it, bitch.
Well, speaking of things that we listen to, are you ready for the report this week of all the stories and all the things that have gone on? I just want to
hold on. Let me give Bella a shout out. Because she did the run of show and helped me set up today, because I had the gall to go to Indiana and I was busy. And I was like, hey, it would really help me if you did the run of show. And then she came in and I was finishing up on my meeting and she's like, I'm setting up. I did the run of show. You better get me cry. And I'm like, oh, okay.
not to brag, like I did type up the document this week.
Congrats. Happy for you.
No, I'm happy for myself. Honestly, it was a lot of work, and I put myself. You know what? I did a therapy thing that Rachel told me to do, and I put myself in someone else's shoes, and I did their tasks for a day, and it made me appreciate them more. Yeah, so thank you. Although I do appreciate you highly, and I say that all the time here.
Yeah, let me tell you this: the show would not go on without you today.
And that's what I wanted. That's all I wanted. So yeah, I had a good transition there of like speaking of things that we listen to, and that transition's gone.
That's all I wanted.
Me a
Taylor
compliment.
Swift.
That's all I wanted.
That's all I ever want.
That's all I ever want. Call it what you want, Taylor Swift. So our first story is that Travis has finally and officially addressed Taylor as his wife in a public forum. He did some press for the Kansas City Chiefs. They're in their training camp, as all NFL teams are at this time of year. My husband's thrilled. And he said the phrase, my wife.
And I was titillated.
Titillated, you mean?
Titillated. When I heard my wife, I'm like, oh my God, my wife.
Oh
my God. It made me feel the feeling I felt when I saw them. Or no, you know how I felt?
How did you feel?
The same when she said, Karma is the guy on the Chiefs
coming straight home to me on the first time.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's how I felt.
No, it literally was insane. He also, so he not only said my wife, he also was talking about their wedding and said it was the greatest night of his life. And the wife comment came obviously as he was discussing MSG and how cool it was to get married there. And then later on in some photographs from the training camp, he was also photographed with his ring, kind of flashing it in a way.
He's like,
because he's just so proud to be Mr. Taylor Swift, as he should. And kind of as an offshoot of that, Taylor was also spotted while he's been at camp at a wedding in London. For, I have to imagine people that worked on music, because Sabrina Carpenter was there, as was Phoebe Bridgers, as was Jack Antonoff. Now, during that trip to London, she took a little jaunt through an exit door. And if you know anything about the lore of the Swifties, she is known to get into her new eras through the exit door. So she had a new haircut, debuted a little bit of a shorter look, which someone on TikTok, again, we need to start writing down the name of these TikTokers, God forbid, said that every time she debuts a short hair, it's a happy energy. Like Lover was short hair. 1989 was short hair. So it's going to be like Poppy. Anyway, so she walked through the exit door in a floral dress that was in the shade of lilac. And so it's very now widely spoken in the Swiftie community that our clown faces are on. And she's coming through a new era for T-Swift 13. And it's going to be florals and lilac.
Whimsical girly. Oh my God. You know what I just thought of?
Tell me.
Literally at this very moment, it just entered my head.
Tell me.
I bet you she is doing like a whimsical girly album. And I bet you, since her wedding was like garden themed, I wonder if she'll use wedding photos as the album art instead of a photo shoot.
Perhaps she will.
Oh my God, I literally pissed my pants.
I think some people think it's going to be TS13. I think some people think it's going to be debut. I don't think we're ever going to get Reputation. I hate to say that to all the fans out there, but you think about that. But
don't even say that to me.
But yeah, I'm going to say something controversial, and you know I never speak negatively on Miss Taylor Allison Swift. However, I think the time has passed for the wedding photos. Like, she's waited too long now.
Oh my God, it's never passed for a long time.
I'm still highly interested, but now I feel like it's lost
most people don't post their wedding photos for a while because they don't get the professional ones back.
Oh, I'm sorry. The second that Kelly Michelle Photography sent me my proofs of the night before, my little examples, I posted them the next day.
Yeah, but maybe she wants. I listen. I think you're wrong. Whenever you give them to us, it could be 2 years from now. I'm gonna be like,
I am always gonna want them. I just,
oh my God, that hurt my
I think it'll be good. But anyway, so. You know I love a sidebar, a side quest, if you will.
I did my homework for this.
Okay, so we here on this here podcast, we love Taylor Allison Swift, and we will love her forever. And I wanted to challenge us, just like a fun little game, and I think you all can participate in the comments as well. So get your phones out.
Get your phones out.
I would like to know your top 10 Taylor Swift songs, and you can talk me through the thought process. You can talk me through why they're your top favorite song. You can do whatever you want, and I'm gonna guess on the side as you go which ones I got right that I thought were gonna be your faves, and then we can do a little swap.
Okay. I want to say disclaimer, guys. This was one of the hardest lists that I've had to put together in my life. You're going to disagree with me. Your top 10 is going to be different. I literally said to Peyton when I was in Indiana, you have to help me with this. And she was like, wow, your picks are really shocking me. Like, oh my gosh. And I was saying the same thing because it depends on where you are in your life.
Yep.
All of these, a lot goes into this list. So
this is why the side quest is fun, because your top 10 is not going to be my top 10, is not going to be Tom, Dick, Harry's top 10.
No Tom, Dick, or Harry's.
It'll spur us to maybe listen to some songs that we don't normally reach for.
And I asked
Just the doctor?
ChatGPT like what mine said about me, and I can tell it to you after. Okay.
Oh, I didn't do that.
And also, mine's in no particular order. No,
it can't be in a particular order.
I'm
like,
sorry.
Let's be so real.
Now,
I'm gonna.
do you want me to go? I mean, I guess it doesn't matter.
You can go whatever order you want. I imagine you didn't put it 1 through 10 because I simply couldn't.
I couldn't. Okay. Which, even though ChatGPT told me subconsciously,
and at the end, I'll tell you how many number one I got. And then, do you want to know which ones I thought would be in your tops at the end?
Yeah. Okay. Number 1, Getaway Car. I have that one. Getaway Car is just so good. It means so much to me.
Do you know that a core memory I have? So this is a sidebar to the sidebar. A core memory that I have is going to your bachelorette, and we were in the party bus on our way to a drag show in Boston. No theme to the drag show. We didn't know what queens were going to be there, and we were singing Getaway Car.
Yep.
The second we arrived, the second performer was a Taylor Swift performer, and she sang Getaway Car, which not the Getaway Car is like a deep cut, but for a drag show, I thought it was a little bit of a deeper cut.
You would be expecting like 22, Shake It Off. Yeah.
So that's a core memory for me.
That one means so much to me. Okay. Number 2, Long Live. I played Long Live at my wedding. I did a little speech to my bridesmaids, and I was just like, listen, getting married's great, basically, but your girlfriends are just the best things in life, and I just want us to have the memories forever. And like, thank you for being there for me. I'm literally getting choked up. Oh my god, I'm getting choked up.
Getting emo.
But yeah, Long Live. Okay, so that was on there for me. All Too Well 10-minute version. I feel like
I just want to say I've gone 3 for 3.
Criminal. If you don't have that, I'm sorry. You don't have. I'll give
you my list at the end.
Okay, The Smallest Man Who Ever Lived.
Okay.
So good. And I will say there's some of mine that have songs that are of a similar vibe, and I just picked one.
Also, some of it is recency bias. Smallest Man That Ever Lived also just came out, so that might be why you picked that one versus another one.
I went album by album, and I had honorable mentions. I had other things. Like,
I have a list of honorable mentions.
So next, I have Cornelia Street.
Okay.
I love Cornelia Street.
Okay.
Next one could be controversial, but to me, it has really good meaning, and I don't think a lot of people understand the meaning. The Man.
Okay.
Or a lot of men don't.
You're very Lover coded. Is Lover your favorite Taylor album?
No, I only have literally 2 songs from Lover on here.
But that's the only 2 songs you've repeated. That's the only album you've repeated so far.
No, mine's very all over the place.
Okay.
The next one, My Tears Ricochet.
Okay. Classic.
And that one also, I thought Illicit Affairs too, but those kind of give me the same vibe. Then I have Right Where You Left Me, a bonus track or a vault track.
No, that was a bonus track.
Bonus track. Mr. Perfectly Fine.
That's, I believe, a vault track.
So good.
So good.
So good.
She took that Joe Jonas to town.
Oh. And then my last one is You're on Your Own, Kid.
Okay. Wow. Okay, so I only got the first 3. Okay. Do you want to know the other ones I thought were going to be in your top?
Yeah, and I'll tell you if I put them on my honorable mention list.
Lover.
So I didn't have that on my honorable mention list, but
that was almost your first dance song.
I can see why you think that, because that's like a me and Hayden song.
Elizabeth Taylor.
On my honorable mentions.
This Love.
On my honorable mentions.
How You Get the Girl.
On my honorable mention.
Miss Americana.
That's not on my honorable mentions, but it's really good. Like, to me, The Man, Miss Americana, and Cruel Summer are all very similar.
I love the bridge of Cruel Summer does something
I really love the meaning of The Man.
Champagne Problems and Wildest Dreams. Those are the ones I had.
Champagne Problems is on my honorable mentions. Wildest Dreams is not. Because although I love Wildest Dreams, and I did have my bridesmaids walk down to the acoustic.
I thought the ones you put in your wedding. I feel like
that is similar to like a Shake It Off or a 22 or like, you know what I mean? Like the ones that everyone knows. Not that those are bad.
Deep cut.
Not that those are bad.
And would you like to rapid fire your honorable mentions? You don't have to give us the why, but just if you want to rapid fire them.
Oh yeah, I can honorable mention them. Champagne Problems, mine, The Black Dog. I have a long list. You're Losing Me, How You Get the Girl. How Did It End was tough for me not to choose. How Did It End
Beautiful song.
Is like similar with.
You're getting a Teams message.
Let me shut my volume off. I thought I did that. I don't want to give anyone PTSD.
I just heard that and I got a little
No, I know.
While she's gone, I'll start singing for you, Long Live.
How did it end?
Like, I mean, I don't think I'm in the register of a Taylor song.
Oh. Say it once again with feeling how the death around. Silence as the song. I can't get my fucking
Leaving me bereft and breathing. She's having a hard time over there.
No, I can't get my password right. I'm so
Do 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 do. That was kind of like a sexy rendition of Jeopardy.
How did that Teams go through? I literally have my volume off. That's so weird.
So crazy.
Where did I leave off? Oh, how did it end?
How did it end?
So good. That was really close for me.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh my good golly gosh, and that's a stain.
Is there blood in your bottle?
Oh, it's
What the hell is that?
It's a crystal light packet. Oh my god. Guys, this is what happens when I film after a long day of work with my new job, where I actually have to do a lot. Okay. How did it end? Elizabeth Taylor, father figure, which father figure, the man gives me the same vibe.
Father figure means a lot to me these days.
Yeah, me
and my
too.
boss will understand why.
Oh my god. Peter, Florida, Who's Afraid of Little Old Me, Illicit Affairs, Long Story Short, The One, This Is Me Trying, Holy Grail.
Okay, how long is this list? Is it her entire discography?
It's really, really long.
Okay, so let's cut it off there for time's sake.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go into my top 10. Are you ready?
Okay, wait, so you only got 3
I only got 3.
Okay.
I want to preface mine by saying I had a system. My original system was like go through each album and pick your favorites and then eliminate the ones that
That's what I did.
So I found that I couldn't do that because I had too many favorites from each album.
Long.
Then I took to what song makes me cry or what song makes me heavily emotional. There were too many. I couldn't use that as a methodology. So then I went to what songs current state in my life am I incapable of skipping and like am I scream singing in the car? And that's the criteria that I went with. So like if you ask me in 6 months, this could change. Some of these are my core faves, but number 1, and again, these are not in chronological order. Number 1, Dear John.
I almost picked that one too.
The bridge of Dear John means so much to me. I remember, this is gonna sound crazy. I remember when this album came out, Speak Now specifically, every song that I could have sang, to me, I was singing to Thomas. Like I had the biggest crush on him in high school. He had no idea I existed. And I used to sing Dear Tom.
Oh my god.
Okay.
See it all now that
So that song just means a lot to me. Number 2, Clean.
I don't have that
From 1989. Number 3, another song where I feel a lot of these songs I feel like just resonate with me and my personality, which take that for what it is. But my next one is Mastermind.
Wow, I really fucked up. I don't have any of these. Okay.
Next is Tolerate It.
My first point.
Next is It's Time to Go. Bonus track. Next is This Is Me Trying.
Almost put that.
Peace. No, what this also told me is I stand firm in being a folklore girly, but I think I'm maybe more of an Evermore girly. Like I had almost the entire Evermore album on my
you to know,
honorable mentions.
when I was going through this, I was like, I'm eating. She's definitely gonna have this. She's definitely gonna have this. And you know what? The only point I have so far, I knew you'd have, but there's some on here that Peyton was like, she's gonna have that. So
So Daylight.
I don't have that. Peyton had that on her top 10.
Getaway Car.
Oh my god.
Mirrorball. Now,
so I had 2 points. Wait, can I tell you?
wait, hold on. Oh, do you want to go my honorable mentions? Because some of them, I only have 10 honorable mentions.
Okay, I only got 2 points.
Okay. This one, I think if it was a different day, would have bumped Mirrorball, is Marjorie.
That was my first one I thought you would pick.
Marjorie literally brings me, Nanny and I had a very special relationship, brings me to tears every time I hear it. I can't even think about it or I'll get upset.
Me and Peyton were like, there's no way she doesn't have Marjorie.
You know why I didn't pick it is because it does make me so upset that sometimes I can't listen to it, which I feel like it eliminates the criteria for favoritism.
We had some for that.
Then I had on my honorable mentions, Tied Together with a Smile, which means so much to me from debut. That song's got me through a lot in my life. Long Live, Better Man, Very First Night, again, is very Tom coded. That makes me think of me and Tom. This Love, Would've, Could've, Should've, Father Figure, I Look in People's Windows, Prophecy, Lost My Life.
I Look in People's Windows and Peter. And I just think that TTPD is really underrated as a
It
whole.
is. It is. But I didn't put any on my tops, which was really hard. But like I said, picking 10 was really, really
Can I tell
difficult.
you what I thought yours were going to be?
Yes.
I thought yours were going to be Marjorie, Betty, Mirabelle, Love Story, Tolerate It, All Too Well 10-minute version, Long Live, Willow, Enchanted, and Out of the Woods.
Honestly, like those all a different week, those all could have been on the list.
Literally,
You know what I
had
mean?
a different week. Wait, what ones did you think I was going to have?
I thought you were gonna. I told you, Lover, Elizabeth Taylor, This
Oh.
Love.
I forgot.
How You Get the Girl, Miss Americana, Champagne Problems, Wild Streams.
This is what it said about me in my
Oh, you
top
asked
10.
chat. Oh, should I ask
Yeah.
chat now while you do your describe?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
Mine says I love emotional payoff and drama. And I love telling an entire story and then having a huge moment. It says I'm a huge bridge girl. A bridge and a lyrical twist is something that really drives me. And it says the biggest theme I see throughout your choices is nostalgia. And I like articulate rage.
Articulate rage.
Next time Hayden's fighting with me, I'm going to say, don't make me articulate rage on your
Don't make
ass.
me use my articulate rage. Okay. I said, these are my top 10 Taylor Swift songs. Tell me what it tells you about me. Oh, this is a very revealing top 10. Oh, wow. I love a good breakup song. It says less, I love a good breakup song, and more, please perform an emotional autopsy on me.
My God.
You are extremely introspective. Being truly understood is probably one of your deepest emotional needs. You have a complicated relationship with being enough. That's so true.
Oh my God.
But you're not actually a pessimist. Ultimately, you're looking for peace, acceptance, and growth. You're sentimental but capable of walking away. Probably remember exactly how someone made you feel 5 years later. You want security but are fascinated by chaos. And mastermind is perhaps the most revealing choice because you like having full control over your world. You think ahead, you anticipate reactions, and you probably rehearse conversations and imagine different outcomes. The overarching theme of your list isn't really heartbreak, it's self-awareness.
Wait, mine's actually a therapy reading too, because I just read on here. I didn't read the whole thing at Peyton's, obviously.
The last one it says is, if I had to reduce your Taylor top 10 to one sentence, you should ask it to reduce it to one sentence after this. We can each
Okay.
have our sentence.
Okay.
You feel everything deeply, analyze it deeper, desperately want to be understood without having to perform for that understanding,
That's a long sentence.
and are slowly learning that peace is more valuable than proving yourself.
That's a long sentence. Mine's a therapy.
I can't control the doctor's.
Mine's a therapy reading too, because mine says I think I'd understand your Taylor preferences very immediately. You have very specific imagery, nostalgia, and you must have anxiety about losing someone or something.
Totally.
Always.
We should bring this to therapy and tell
Wait,
Rachel.
no, literally. Wait, what was it? Can you just type it for me? I can't be arsed.
Can you summarize this into one sentence that describes everything perfectly?
Mine also said I don't favor a particular era or album. I'm a song person.
That's what you gotta
I'm
ask.
gonna be like, you're an anxious bitch.
You're deeply nostalgic and sentimental. You feel things intensely, remember the little details, fiercely value the people and moments that shape you, and when you're hurt, you don't just want to feel it, you want to understand it, put words to it, and come out stronger on the other side.
Exactly.
Thank you, doctor.
Thank you, doctor.
This episode is brought to you by ChatGPT.
Not really. Allegedly.
Well, now that we've gone through all the Taylor news, let's completely switch gears to one of Taylor's biggest enemies, the Kardashians.
The Kardashian.
The Kardashians have been in the news the past few days. Kardashian has been in the news the past few days. Her home was burglarized. So a 27-year-old man was arrested following the burglary of Kim's Calabasas home on August 9th. The suspect allegedly entered the mansion through a side door, loaded a bunch of items into a vehicle, and then took a staff member's car for a joyride, which feels silly, but the home itself was undergoing renovation, so Kim and the kids were not there at the time.
Out of all of the cars that she probably has in there that you could have taken for a joyride, you
The
choose
staff members. I'm wondering if that's because the key was in it.
Yeah, probably.
Which I just think is really crazy. She just recently posted some more pictures of her and her man's in her Instagram story, so she must be on vacation. It's that time of year, I feel like.
Yeah,
where
I mean,
they're
the
traveling.
poor thing.
I can't imagine having to go through what she went through in Paris and then coming.
Who is this 27-year-old man?
Can I say something
It's
controversial?
giving inside job.
The fact that it was a 27-year-old man kind of makes me think it was some drunk kid who got dared to go in there by his friends. Like, it was like a full, I don't know, like a full grown. You're stealing and you're joyriding.
27-year-old men. I'm sorry. 27 is old enough for you not to be drunk and daring each other to rob Kim Kardashian's houses.
Kind of stupid.
That's crazy.
I'm more concerned with after everything that happened with you in Paris. Like, how is it even physically possible for someone to break into your home at this point with how much you probably pay for security?
Well, maybe she doesn't pay as much when she's not there.
Perhaps. Also, the house undergoing renovations also means like they obviously aren't living there, even if they were in town.
True. I'm just glad everyone's safe.
Yeah, I'm highly glad everyone is safe. The next Kardashian story that I also caught my attention is Kourtney and Travis were on a red carpet for Travis's new film release called Louder Than Fear, which is a documentary that's following his life. And Shanna Moakler, his ex, had some crazy things to say about Kourtney, which I would love to get your take on. But Travis's ex came for Kourtney on the carpet, basically commenting on a picture of the whole family at the premiere and saying, "Where are her kids?" ? Obviously, as it was notable that the Disick children were absent from the family's big moment.
You know, here's the thing. I don't have anything nice to say.
Oh.
So I really don't want to say it, but since I'm a podcast store, I just want to look you in the eyes, Kim and Chloe and everyone else. Your sister needs to be saved. I'm sorry. I think that Travis Barker is a weirdo. I think he's weird. I find it so weird. I know not everyone likes to talk about it, but I find it so weird that he had such a crush on Kim and now he's with Kourtney. If anyone had that much of a crush on you, I would never be boinking him. Number one. Number two, I think it's so weird that whatever that movie is, that's their movie, and they dressed up for Halloween and was also his movie with Shanna Moakler. Alabama Barker is literally named after that movie because that was their thing. Now all of a sudden it's you and Kourtney's thing. I find it so weird that, and granted, this could very quickly be turned into a negative by trolls out there or on me being, not for women. I think it's very weird how she was like very about her health, very about her body, wanted to look good all the time, always have glam, to all of a sudden only showing up places in sweatpants, not wanting to get dressed, only wearing her husband's clothes, making out and being so PDA, even though Penelope said that doesn't make her comfortable. And I also find it's very strange that all of the Kardashians, she was known for her kids. She's the mom of the year. My kids, I want to live a life with my kids. Now all of a sudden your kids don't live with you and you don't spend time with them. It's weird.
Is it confirmed that the kids
Red
don't
flags
live with
her? Last time I heard, it was at least Mason.
Okay.
But red flag on the field. I'm sorry.
Yeah, flag on the play. I actually think, I don't necessarily agree with you on the sweatpants of it all and the makeup of it all. I actually think that the holistic energy of her pushes her more towards that. I'm less surprised of that. She doesn't like chemicals. She doesn't like
different ways.
She doesn't like all these things. Like, so obviously she's not going to wear makeup and things like that.
But she had a whole thing with
I'm sure she did.
EWG, which is you check on that app to make sure makeup is good, and all of a sudden all of that went away.
I'm sure she did.
I don't know. I just find it weird.
I think the biggest part of it for me that I find weird is your children are obviously not comfortable with the amount of PDA that you display with Travis. And I think part of the reason why the kids don't go to things like this is because they know that that's going to be happening on the carpet. So that's kind of where I lie. The other thing that I think about too, though, is Penelope is not North. Penelope is not out here on TikTok doing concerts, like making all this content. If she is, I haven't seen it. So I kind of am also wondering how much of this is the kids don't want to be in the limelight.
I don't think
because of what it did to their parents and what it did to their dad and what it did to their mom.
I don't think it's that. I think it's him.
It could be. It very well could be.
Just like
I think all in all, it's weird.
I also think when you go back and you watch things, weird that he didn't invite her kids to the engagement or tell her kids, but he told his kids. I think he gives me very weird vibes. I just don't like it.
Okay.
I feel like our Kourtney's in there somewhere. And hopefully one day she comes back out.
Her best era, for what it's worth, was when she was with, his name was Eunice, right? Or Eunice.
And I understand when she says, I wasn't happy during those times. I understand that. I just can't believe that you're fully happy when your kids don't want to be involved with you, when all of you have touted for seasons and seasons and seasons was kids.
Yeah. The other element, though, to this, which I think we should consider, at least in the closing arguments here, is that the kids are obviously on a family vacation.
Yeah,
with
we
Kim, Chloe,
also
Kourtney,
don't
so
know
P
everything.
might be there.
We also don't know how it is behind the scenes.
No, we certainly don't.
And I am just going off of my vibes. I just find him so weird. And I see little things that just are weird. It screams that he likes to control who she's around. It screams. I find it weird. I mean, granted, her and her family weren't always like so close, but I find it very strange that all of a sudden all of these problems started with her and her family the second she started dating him. She doesn't want to be involved with the family anymore. And I know people come on here being like, Kim's a monster, da 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 da. Kim's been the same Kim that she's been the whole entire time. And she's never had issues with her to this extent. They fought like sisters. Like I know they had that fight where they slapped each other. That happens. That's like a normal sister thing.
You should have seen the shit that we did.
Yeah. So I don't know. And I'm sorry, Kourtney. Like, I'm sorry. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. That's how I feel. I know it's
Okay.
parasocial, but I just find him to be a weirdo.
No, I completely agree. Transitioning now into someone who's absolutely not a weirdo, Timothy and Kylie. And they were seen at Jordyn Woods' wedding, which I was really happy to see because for the first picture that got released, I didn't see Kylie and Timothy in it. And then obviously, you see more and you see more. And I thought Jordyn looked beautiful. I kind of am here for them becoming friends again. Obviously, what Jordyn did with Tristan to Khloe is absolutely fucking not okay. But I think Khloe's like a big enough person to forgive. I don't think she'll ever forget. I think she's a big enough person to forgive.
I also think Jordyn was young enough to make a really bad mistake.
Yeah, I think it's crazier that she forgave Tristan than she forgave Jordyn. But at the same time, I'm not going to tell her how to be hurt. But I just thought it was really cool that Kylie and Timothy were there and having a good time. Stassi Baby was also there, which I actually expected her.
I didn't
she
see any
was.
pictures of her.
Stassi Baby was there.
So was Leah.
Nicolandria was there, which felt weird since they just broke up. Leah Kateb was there.
To say.
They were fake.
Not even that.
Oh.
Well, kind of. Do you remember that season of Vanderpump Rules when Stassi was like, you know what? I just can't stand Scheana, and I'm finally happy to say it. That's how I feel about Nicolandria. I cannot stand Nicolandria. And you know what? The Love Island fans, you couldn't say that because then everyone jumped. When I said that I didn't like Nicolandria and I didn't think they were real, my comments were flooded with how I was a racist. And I'm like, you know what? No, because you know who I love? Bryce and Trinity. It has absolutely nothing to do with that. There's something about Nicolandria that it's fake.
I actually don't like Nicolandria as a pair. However, I think Olandria
No, I love Olandria separately.
is one of the most
She's
gorgeous
tea.
people on this planet.
She's tea. I think she's beautiful. I think she's
Nick's just kind of
well-spoken.
like losery.
Nick, I don't really like.
She can do so much better.
I thought he was funny, but I'm sorry. Even though it's that two things can be true, even though Sierra, was that her name, did something wrong, I find it extremely weird that you were literally physically intimate with her and with her the entire time she was on the show, and then boom, all of a sudden you were in love with Olandria. I just don't fucking buy it. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And I also don't like that they have to be so private. They don't like to share their relationship, blah, blah, blah. When you literally got famous for dating on a dating show, it would be like Taylor Swift saying, I really just don't ever want to do a concert and ever want people to ask me about my music because like I'm private. It's like, that's what your career was. I'm sorry.
Speaking of Taylor Swift concerts, did you hear the quote that she gave, or the quote that Schmidt, who was on Jake Shane's podcast, said?
The ocean.
She said he asked her if she wanted to perform for small crowds or big crowds, and she said, if you could fill the ocean with people, I want to perform for that. And I thought that was like
amazing.
That's our girl.
Can you fill the ocean?
That's our girl.
Can you fill the ocean? If you can't find a way, because who's going to be there? Me on a boat.
You know who else would probably be there and try to make it about herself? Scheana Shay. And so we're going to transition now into Scheana Shay. I don't actually know much about this story. This is the one part of the run-up show that I did not complete. So I'm going to let you take over.
Mother Shay. Okay, so if you watch House of Stassi, you know the first episode, I think it was, Jessi from Secret Life of Mormon Wives went to Stassi and was telling her how Scheana was hinting, trying to get on Secret Life of Mormon Wives because, Brock grew up Mormon. Scheana obviously didn't like that, supposedly. I'm sorry. Scheana is so happy that they're talking about her on the show, please. And Sheena's saying, it was a joke, blah, blah, blah. It was not a joke, girl. If those Hulu producers called you, and I know you say, oh, I'm with Bravo, I couldn't have gone on Hulu, you would have made it work, okay? So it was not a joke. But more importantly, she's saying it's funny that Stassi would have Jessi on the show because Jessi's a quote-unquote home-wrecking whore, like Stassi called her season 1. And she's surprised that Stassi is promoting somebody like that. And to which I just say, Scheana, you wrecked somebody else's family. Okay, you were sleeping with a man who was famous. I'm sorry, you say that you didn't know who he was. You lived in Hollywood. You absolutely did. His wife was pregnant. You knew exactly what you're doing. Jessi cheated on her husband, who was also cheating on her. Okay, not saying it's right, but it's a very different situation. It's crazy.
I'm actually going to say something in defense of Scheana Shay here. The definition of a home wrecker is wrecking a home. Jessi did, in fact, wreck her home. So she actually is a home wrecker.
But it's not the same thing.
I'm not saying it's the same thing, but Sheena's not wrong for saying that she's a home wrecker, because she is.
But I think it's different to do that in your own marriage when it's also being done to you.
It surely is. I'm just saying the vernacular of the word applies.
You know what that reminds me of? When Scheana told Stassi, I don't tweet bad things about you. I just retweet them. It's the same fucking thing.
Okay.
It's the same thing. And I think it's crazy.
Trying, Scheana.
I think it's crazy that she's just coming for Jessi and then also trying to come for Stassi, being like, Stassi's a hypocrite. I can't believe you're promoting people on your show like that. I'm sorry. What reality TV show doesn't promote cheating? Everyone loves to see someone cheat. I'm sorry. Scamanda, Scandival.
Yeah.
That's what gets the people going. Sheen. And we know, Scheana, you would have given anything to be on House of Stassi. You would have given anything to be on Secret Life of Mormon Wives. Like, I can't.
Yeah, I also, like, I don't agree that it's hypocritical of Stassi.
No.
Scheana is deny that she wrecked her home. Jessi at least
Owns it.
For all Jessi's faults and like her annoyances and this whole bull shenanigans with Marciano,
Stassi?
she owns it. So I think that's probably why Stassi likes her.
Stassi, she was 23, 22 when she said that. Stassi's in her late 30s now.
Yeah. It's very different. And also I think for what it's worth, I think Stassi respects that Jessi was honest and owned up to it. I think if Scheana came into Vanderpump Rules and was like, yeah, I did that and like whatever.
Or even would say
maybe
that
it would have
now.
ended
She
differently.
still won't say that now.
Yeah. Which she should, because it's so silly that she won't.
So silly.
Is that all you have to say about this subject?
Yeah, it's just annoying Scheana.
Oh my God, Scheana.
It's
you're so
annoying, Sheenie.
I don't have a good transition for this, but I would.
I do.
Oh, okay.
Something else annoying, these stupid little trolls trying to blackmail Acquired Style for her merch.
Okay, yeah, that was a good transition. For those of you that don't know, Acquired.
Belle wrote in the show notes, two ratty ass girls leaking photos of the wedding. And I couldn't agree more.
I did. So, Acquired Style, Bridget Phelan's wedding. I think that's how you say their last name.
I don't know.
Phelan.
I'm not even going to try.
Her wedding took place in Newport, Rhode Island, which means something very special to you and I because we used to vacation in Newport, Rhode Island.
Summer there.
We used to summer in Newport
For like a week.
And we both went to school in Rhode Island. I love Newport. It's one of my favorite places. So when I saw her posting in Bowen's Wharf, I was like, ah, because I just assumed it would be in the Hamptons because like she's just like rich and gorgeous and beautiful.
Newport is so. You know what Newport reminds me of?
Tell me.
Well, obviously our childhood, but you know what song it reminds me of? That song's like, "Will you still love me when I'm no longer?" Like I feel like that's so.
Alana Del Rey.
Yeah, Alana.
Okay.
I don't know why.
Anyway, her dress was by Vera Wang. So there was a little bit of drama about the dress before we get to the ratty little trolls. Brielle Biermann was also kind of a ratty little troll.
No, I don't think so.
Sofia.
I don't. Are you kidding me? How would she doesn't even know? How would she?
How do you know that she doesn't know Acquired Style? Her sister is a New York City influencer. She doesn't know Acquired Style.
She might not. I didn't know who Acquired Style was till this year, and I literally used to live in New York.
I don't know. For me, I'm sitting in the camp of suspicion. So there was obviously an embargo of guests posting until Acquired posted of her wedding, which makes total sense. And someone leaked a photo of her in the dress, and Brielle Biermann literally moments later took to Instagram and posted a picture of a dress she didn't say yes to, and it just happened to be the same Vera Wang dress that Acquired Style was wearing.
That was her dress.
It wasn't the dress that she bought.
I think that is her dress.
Oh, well, maybe.
I think that's her dress.
What I wrote in the notes is Acquired Style stunted on Brielle because Acquired Style, the dress that she wore had custom alterations. So it wasn't the dress that Brielle posted.
I just think that this whole thing was stupid. I think every single wedding dress, there's so many wedding dresses and they're all so similar. I really don't think, because what was she trying to do? Like take attention away from Acquired Style? Nobody.
No, I think they had like, oh, I'm fashiony too.
And I don't think so. She doesn't even really post on social media. Like she isn't really like out there like that. If it was Ariana, maybe I would think differently. But I really just think that this was just bad timing and like a shitty mistake because she literally posted and was like, I planned my social media just like Kim does, and this was done weeks ago. Like it wasn't like I just ran to my phone.
I'm sitting on the camp of suspicion, but in the same vein of shitty circumstances and shitty things happening, those two ratty ass girls leaking photos of the wedding before Acquired was able to post. So there was a video going around on TikTok that these girls made themselves even more losery. Of the fact that their sorority sister happened to be at Acquired's wedding, and they sent pictures in the sorority group chat, which is, I mean,
honestly,
what
kind of sorority?
I wouldn't have sent it to the sorority group chat, but if I was at Taylor Swift's wedding, like, I would have sent pictures to UNP because I would have trusted that UNP would have kept them secret.
Yeah, but I wouldn't be sending it to like my work group chat. Sorority sister, you can't trust the sorority sister.
So
no offense, guys. In
the video, obviously, you can see that the photos that were posted, Acquired sisters and friends kind of stepped in and were like, can you guys take those down? So Danielle, her twin, stepped in. Sierra Miller, it also appeared,
it's just me.
Stepped in.
It's just
and we're kind of like, hey, take those pictures down. Like she really wants to post this for herself. It was really losery. And I think in the comment of the video, which I can't find the original video now, which means it's probably taken down.
They should send her a cease and desist.
But in the original video, you can see the screenshots of Acquired reaching out and saying like, hey, I'll get you a Fifi drop. Like I'll do whatever you want. Like please just take them down. Like I want to be able to share my
clothing line is called Fifi because that's what my family calls it.
I know we said that last episode.
I know, I'm saying it again.
If you're new here, we call her Fifi.
Well, my family.
Or Fief. Or Fluff. We used to call you Fluffanutter.
Fluffanutter. Oh, that one
or Fifi Moon. We used to call you Fifi Moon.
Yeah. So many Fiefs.
So many Fiefs. Anyway, so yeah, in the comment they basically said God forbid a girl wants to go viral. And it's like, kind of a
It's
stupid
like,
way to go viral.
no. It's like, what do you want to go viral
Ever heard of
for?
hard work and dedication? Maybe try that.
Yeah, seriously, I post like so many times a day. I'm consistent. Okay, I'm not trying to go viral off somebody else's back. Well, technically, I talk about reality TV, so I guess I do, but it's different.
It's different, but it's like publicly traded information that you're talking about.
It's just like you're a loser. Like, why do you want to go viral for being a loser?
I thought it was really losery, but the opposite of losery was, I think, Sierra Miller with like her clout and fabulosity stepping in and being like, "Yo, bitch, take those down."
Yo, bitch! I didn't even know she was involved in that. I love her.
The screenshots were in the video, which I mean, for what it's worth, could have been AI, but
not in the video I saw.
I sent it to you.
I saw a different video before that.
Oh, I sent you the one that I sent you, obviously.
Oh, well, regardless, stupid and losery.
But I thought that was really cool of Sierra.
I just want to say, Aquarius, I'm talking directly to you right now. Your wedding did not miss. You looked beautiful. Every look you had, beautiful. And you know what? I love the fact that you made money, honey, off of it. Okay. I of course can't remember the nail color now, but the nails that you had, like I would love that color. Everything you did, stunning. It looked fun. The TikToks, the content. You gave the people what they wanted. And I love that.
Yeah, I also think, you know how I feel about sisters in media. I love those acquired sister twins.
I don't know which one is which. Is Danielle not?
Danielle is not acquired style. Bridget is acquired style.
I'm talking directly to you now. Your dress is stunning, gorgeous, beautiful.
They honestly are so cool. They're so fun. I love Fifi. I think the brand is gorgeous. I love that they go to XXL. So if you are a curvier lady, you can actually get some really fashiony trends. A lot of brands don't do that. So
I didn't know that they did.
I was really happy about that. Yeah.
Yo, bitches.
But so anyway, speaking of Sierra Miller, we'll transition to Summer House. I have 3 bullets and 3 bullets only. Each bullet is entitled "New Couple Alert?" ? And we can go one by one if you'd like to start with Lindsay and Carl, perhaps. They were seen canoodling in a hotel room together. They were seen canoodling on a flight. And I just have to say, I want them to canoodle, scoodle, boodle all the way to the altar.
Listen, Lindsay and Carl are so important to me.
They know exactly what they're doing.
Not one video I have posted about them where some hater doesn't comment, "They didn't work out for a reason." Oh.
That was my sourdough.
No,
alarm.
that was an alarm of the universe saying Lindsay and Carl need to get together immediately. He needed somebody more sensitive, okay?
He did.
She needed somebody with a little more chutzpah.
He has more chutzpah.
Now that his business is done, he has more chutzpah. And now that she has a baby, she's more sensitive. So you know what? They're the definition of right person, wrong time. And I think that they're definitely gonna be together eventually.
This is my thing.
And that's just me manifesting.
I think that they absolutely belong together. They are just the most beautiful, gorgeous people that could ever exist on this planet in the form of a couple today. And I also think that they're probably not together, but they know exactly what they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing. That Hub House PR, she knows how to get people talking.
Listen, I love Hub House. I love Hub House. I will never not defend Hub House. Even when she's, you know what? I am Lindsay Hubbard's Ken Todd, because even when Lindsay's wrong, she's right to me.
Lindsay Hubbard's
that season when she was fucking around with Austin and she was being so mean, I was like, you know what? Is she wrong? Yeah. But I love Lindsay. Sorry, I also love Paige and Sierra. That's how you know.
I love the Summer House gals.
That's how you know a show is so good, when you can't decide, like, you like both sides, and
you can't pick a team.
Real Housewives of Salt Lake City is like that a lot too for me.
Who do you find that you're oftentimes like splitting between?
I love Lisa Barlow so much.
Baby Gorgeous.
Yes, Baby Gorgeous. When she was beefing with Meredith, that was hard for me because I like Meredith a lot, but she also beefs with Whitney Rose a lot. And I know a lot of people don't like Whitney Rose. I personally really like Whitney Rose. And she also beefs with Bronwyn. I really like Bronwyn. So you like the whole cast is the problem? No.
Oh.
There's some. But anyway, back to the real point. That season's coming out soon, and Mama can wait.
Oh. So that was obviously Lindsay and Carl. The next new couple alert I wanted to talk about is KJ and Remy, as the two were spotted. It was posted on Dumois, but there was a photo of them leaving some sort of function
and Remy
together.
Bader.
Yeah, KJ and Remy Bader. I have a hot take.
All right, let me hear it.
I kind of like this pairing. Is that a hot take? I feel like Remy is very in this world. I feel like
she's been going to their parties.
She goes to their parties. She's in, I think, the New York influencer scene. They're all those New York influencers. They're a big gaggle of gals and guys up there.
Gaggle of gals.
I think
that
she's got a good head on her shoulders.
I think he has a lot of struggles, and I think she understands what it's like to get a lot of scrutiny in the public eye. And I think if you're on reality TV, it's inevitable that you're eventually going to go through that. And I think she could be there for him for that.
I think that's an amazing take. I also think they're two gorgeous people.
Yeah.
Like, they look great together. She's gorgeous. He's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Nothing's really been confirmed on if they're dating or if they were just like sharing an Uber, but I thought that was like an interesting pairing. Now, the last one, which we'll end on before we obviously get into our TV
I'm reading
recaps,
this and I'm already, my stomach already hurts.
is that
Nauseous.
Dumois. So Dumois has been like popping off as it relates to Summer House with all these updates, but there were multiple tips sent into Dumois over this past weekend that Brianna Chicken Fry and West were all over each other at a bar, and they were like leaving together and all these things. Now, there's also rumors that he's already cheating on Amanda already. That's also been sent into Dumois. Yeah, I know you're shocked to hear that. I know you're shocked to hear that. My thought on this before I toss you the mic, and I am gonna do a little bit of a defense of Miss Chicken and her fries. She was very clear with her friendship with Wes, the fact that she didn't really fuck with them. I'm sorry, I don't think that this is true.
I don't think that they're a couple, but do I think that
I don't think they've even hooked
each of
up.
them would? Okay.
I think West would. I don't think
they were
Chicken
friends
Fry
before
would.
Amanda. There was rumors about them before any of this even erupted.
I'm not saying maybe they didn't hook up before Sierra and before Amanda. I don't think they're hooking up currently. I think Brianna Chicken Fry wants to be liked, and I think she wants to have the public's favor, and I don't think that she would hook up with West.
In the words, I think it was Stassi Schroeder. Who was it? I don't know. You might know this quote. But once you've been inside each other, it's really easy to fall back into that.
I've never heard that quote in my life.
Why
would you think I have?
Is that from Jersey Shore? I don't know. I'll have to look it up. I don't know if that's the exact one, but it's like,
let me ask.
It's like once you've been in.
Is there a quote from reality TV about being inside someone and then revisiting that question mark?
Like
and what show is it?
Like once you've been inside someone.
Don't confuse my talk to text with your words.
No, but you didn't say it in a correct way.
I can do a clarifying check. If chat doesn't get it. Yes. I think you're remembering Laura Lee referring to Jax Taylor on Vanderpump Rules Season 1. After Jax dumps her, Laura Lee confronts him at Sir.
No, I know
and says, sorry, I've been fucking you every day without protection and been inside you and told you really intimate things every day.
No, that's not the one. They say once you've been inside each other, it's really easy to fall back into that. Or like do it again.
It's easy to do again. A quote more
from someone talking about somebody. Somebody watching this is gonna know. So come on,
put it in the comments,
please, because it's gonna kill me.
Doctor searching.
It's gonna kill me. But anyway, here's the thing. It would not surprise me. It wouldn't. I don't think that she would do it publicly, but do I think that she might have accidentally got caught? Yeah.
I don't.
And I'm not going to be shocked if all of a sudden we start seeing Amanda Petula pop out with all these little tattoos and
that would not shock me.
Snapback hats. Oh, also, guys, I forgot. I got tattoos last week. I got this little Italian pepper horn, whatever they call it. And I got this little word that says lucky.
She's so lucky.
She's a star.
She's a star.
Crying guys with the lonely heart.
My hunch is from the Bravo universe, possibly Vanderpump Rules, Summer House, or Southern Charm, and the actual wording is slightly different. Something along the lines of, once you've crossed that line / been intimate before, it's easier to go there again, but it doesn't say who. The search keeps resurfacing the Vanilla Sky "You've Been Inside Me" scene, which I don't think that's what you're referring to. Never heard of Vanilla Sky.
Southern Charm?
If you remember whether a man or woman said it, and if they were talking about hooking up with an ex, I can probably talk down the exact quote.
It is the quote that you just said.
It's likely from Bravo. I believe it was someone talking about hooking up with an ex.
Yeah. If it doesn't get it right this time, we can move on because I feel bad.
I'm incapable of moving on.
No, I'm incapable too because I know it. Is Southern Charm.
Do you want to dive into the TV recap while we're waiting?
Yes.
I'm about to dive in.
Whoa. Okay, The Valley reunion part 2. I've never been so mad in my life watching something. I'm pulling up my notes.
I don't have notes on it, as you can see, because I don't watch the show.
Luke and Danny make my skin crawl. They're joking to each other about whatever doctor came up with a 6-week rule after you give birth and not being able to have sex should be fired. And they're laughing about that.
Run away.
He's basically, they ask him if he would still have proposed to Kristen if he met postpartum Kristen, and he can't answer the question.
Kristen, I'm speaking directly to you. Mm-hmm. I know you've been through a lot in this lifetime. I know you want to be loved by a man or a woman. And I know that you want to find happiness and peace in this life. You will not find that with Luke. I need you to understand that you and your daughter will have a much, much better life if you escape from this man while you still can.
Yep. Then they're talking about something that happened off camera where they asked Luke to come on Watch What Happens Live, and he said he will only go if Kristen doesn't go, because he couldn't go.
Kristen, I've said what I said.
He couldn't go. They couldn't get a babysitter for Kaya, so she would have had to bring the baby, and he wanted to go out to dinner. AKA, he wanted to get drunk and fuck, and she couldn't do that with the baby there, so he didn't want her there. And also,
how did she find this man? Can I ask? Sorry, because I don't know the lore.
I think she met him at a wedding or something. I also want to say, she said that they were too volatile and too toxic to continue therapy, because that means they're not ready, because they're too toxic, and they would start fighting in therapy.
So then you shouldn't be married.
That's what therapy's for. They're not married.
Then you shouldn't be
engaged. That's what therapy's literally for. I'm sorry. I've never met a therapist that would be, you guys are too toxic, you should leave. No. Even the therapist between you and James Kennedy literally said, do you guys want to fix this, or do you want to just keep hurting each other? So what do you mean, Kristen? What do you mean? Also, honorable mention, Danny is wearing heels. I think that's funny to note, because you're not even standing up, so you're that insecure about your height. But I also want to say that she talks about how she's not going to ever move to a ranch in the middle of nowhere, and his face is scary when she says that. Why do you want her to move to a ranch in the middle of nowhere?
What is is his family from there? I don't understand.
He's from, I think so. Some weird place. And they're talking about how he used to sleep on the couch, and she didn't like him sleeping on the couch because she wanted to be close to him, but he kept falling asleep on the couch and da da da. And I feel like what they're not saying, and I wanted to just grab the mic. Who has the monitor when you're sleeping on the couch? Because what it looks like to me is you wanted a long night's sleep without being woken up, so you would fall asleep on the couch so that she would be stuck with the baby's monitor.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, just so, and here's the thing, Janet, you won. Because every time that Danny or Luke said anything that was misogynistic or outlandish, your husband looked at you and was like, because he knew it was so wrong. And then the last but not least thing I want to say, because I thought that was the last, but I just remembered, I wish that Jasmine was a little more articulate, because she says, you guys are always complaining and blaming your kids that you're tired, you're stressed, and it's always an excuse. And they're like, everyone jumps on her and is like, you don't have kids, you don't know what it's like. It is. And what she meant was, having kids and being tired and stressed out from having kids does not give you an excuse to be a misogynistic asshole to your wife and be rude to your wife or your fiance. And it also doesn't give you an excuse to grope and grab other women who you do not have permission to touch when you're drunk. That's basically it.
Okay, so Jasmine, if you're looking for an English lesson, my sister's number is 781.
Yeah. Anyway.
Did you guys think I was going to give you her number? I wasn't.
Just deplorable. It was awful.
Yeah, let me tell you something.
Pretty much all I have to say.
Every recap that you give me gives me absolutely no yearning for this show.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's like you just can't look away.
But what I did give you a yearning for.
Oh yes, Below Deck
Mediterranean.
Guys, I watched the whole thing on my flight there and my flight back. I watched the new episode this morning when I was making my lunch.
This has been, so I haven't watched the new episode, so let's not spoil it for me.
There's really nothing to spoil because it was kind of all in the scenes, but
this has been a journey, probably 5 years in the making.
I'm starting a season trying to. Now you have to watch Atlanta. You have to watch Atlanta. Everyone hates on people that don't watch Atlanta. Do you know what they say about people that don't watch Atlanta?
That I'm racist?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not.
I know you're not. So that's why you have to watch Atlanta, to prove it to people.
We've stumped the doctor because it says stop thinking.
Whatever. We'll figure it out later.
Listen, I told you, and I've said this before, and I'll say it again. When I'm in the mood for a new I'm a rewatcher. I'll always be a rewatcher. I'll stay a rewatcher till the day I die.
It's more about your anxiety than
it is. It's more about the fact that I don't know what's going to happen, and I don't like to go into things unknown.
You've seen so many clips.
However, the next time I'm in the mood for a new show and I'm not in a phase of rewatching, I will seek out Atlanta. I told you that before.
Okay.
And let me tell you something. I know I'm going to see Kim up there with those old wigs. I know I'm going to see Nene Leakes up there shaking that thing.
Kim is the tip of the
know
iceberg.
I'm going to see Portia talking about the Underground Railroad. I can't wait for all those things.
Speaking of Cynthia, she just came out with a bop, and it's so good. It's actually so good. It's iconic. I can't get it out of my head. It's juicy peach. It's so good. Cynthia, it's good. Okay, anyway. Back to the task at hand. I am obsessed. I'm going back to watch season 1.
I knew you would be.
I have to
season 1 of Med, right?
Yeah, I've got something to say. And this is tough for me because I've pretty much watched every single show on Bravo besides Below Deck. I think I would rather be stuck in an elevator, doors locked, with Scheana, Jax, or Tom Sandoval over Jen. Jen is insufferable. If she spent half the time she does obsessing over being jealous of Kylie, being a good stew, the bitch might be acting chief stew. But she's so jealous. She's so insanely delusional. She thought she ate down when she went to Asia and was like, they used the wrong plate. She used the wrong plate. I can't believe that they were eating this off of the wrong plate.
And by the way, Aisha's not a girl to take sides. Like, Aisha's going to defend her team no matter what's going on.
Well, Aisha also can spot a bitch.
Can spot a bitch. Aisha knows what's up. I would like for you at some point to clip the first time we talked about this where you were like coming down on my boy Luke so fucking hard. And then clip your
I'm still
opinion.
coming down on my boy.
I understand
Luke.
you're still
in his mid-30s.
I understand you're still
on somebody's sheets.
I understand you're still coming down on Luke. However, when I tried to describe it to you and I said it was nuanced and there was a lot of other context and things going on, you were like, "It's no."
He deserves everything, but you know who also deserves
Jen. And you know who should, by the way,
more, because she told everyone, she laughed about it, and she was like,
it's also her. It's also her literal job to wash the
Yep.
sheets. Like, she could have gone in there and grabbed the sheets. Like, she's equally as at fault, but she's trying to make it all Luke's fault. And every time she brings up not talking about Luke or what Luke did to her, Luke's an awful person, she should count her lucky fucking stars that everybody on that boat doesn't say, well, you knew that I was there.
Well,
your job is to do laundry. You also let it happen to Nathan.
I think when Nathan watches it back, do they do reunions for Below Deck?
Sometimes they do, sometimes
I
they
think
don't.
when he watches it back, he should be or is going to be more mad at her, because I think she was way more disrespectful because she was laughing about it and telling people, where he was like, this is bad.
He was working, doing his job, and like didn't find the time to do it, like being a dumb man and not having his priorities straight. Yeah.
And the other thing I have to say about Below Deck, I don't know anything about Nathan and Joe's lore.
Oh,
I personally, and Peyton was like, oh my God, you're not going to like Joe Bradley once you watch it. But I literally know nothing. I like him, but I also like Nathan. But unfortunately, I do think that Joe Bradley is a better bosun.
Now I'm going to tell you something. That opinion isn't going to stay. I don't think Nathan is the best bosun of all time.
He's going through a lot right now.
He's going through a lot right now. I also just don't think that I think he has a really short temper. So like the past season, like you've met Max now. Max is Max has been on a few times, but like Max was on the last season, and he had a really bad rapport with Nathan because Nathan has a really quick temper.
Yeah.
I think that's why he doesn't make a great bosun.
Yeah.
Do I think Joe is good at his job? Absolutely. Is Joe a good person? Oh,
I also love.
jury's still out.
I also love Joy. I love Joy.
I told you, I said Joy's the best chef we've had in a really long time.
I love Joy. And honestly, the people in this most recent episode are so annoying. Like, I could never. And poor Joy is in the kitchen crying, Bill.
Yeah.
It's just.
I love Joy.
I love Joy. And
Cooper, I loved.
Oh,
and then
I was gonna
Cooper
say,
also like has really turned it
Cooper?
around. Like, and you know what it is?
turned it around?
No. Like he started good and now he's bad.
Yeah,
turned it
Cooper,
around.
what the fuck,
this
man?
This is where men listening to other men irks me. Because he was so happy before. He really liked her. He thought she was great. Like, him and Kat were really cute. They went on a date. He was being Southern gentleman. The second people were like, oh, don't hurt her. Oh, don't hurt her. And the people were talking about it. He was like, oh my God.
freaked him out.
Freaked him out.
But when I first started watching it, I was like, oh, wow, how refreshing. A man from the South, from South Carolina, Charleston specifically, that isn't an ass.
Correct.
And now I'm watching and I'm like, oh, you're an ass. But Kaylee and Joe are cute too.
Now let me ask you the most important
And I think it's
question.
because Kaylee doesn't give a fuck.
Correct. Kaylee's cool.
I love Kaylee.
Kaylee has it.
Kaylee has it.
Kaylee has it.
Jen doesn't have it.
Jen does not have it.
And as much as I love Kat, she doesn't have it
No,
either.
she doesn't.
Aisha has it.
While we're talking about Aisha, I would like your full unfiltered thoughts about my queen.
Oh, I love Aisha.
And I knew you would.
And you know
your
what
Aisha's first season is
you know what
you're feeling a little warm. Do you have a fever?
I'm just sweating. You know what I'm going to say about, I don't know, do I have a fever?
You are feeling a little
Oh,
warm.
well, hopefully I don't know. But you know what I'm going to say about Aisha, which I feel like you're going to get mad at me.
But
I feel like Aisha kind of reminds me of myself.
oh, I mean, I don't think that's super far off base. Like, highly confident.
Like,
very
I feel like
bubbly.
she's very bubbly. She's very goofy.
She is you on steroids though. Like, you sometimes are not. Like, she wouldn't get upset about anything. She wouldn't cry.
Well, I don't know if I would if I was in that work situation.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm not gonna argue with you because we're blinking. We're running out of time.
Okay, yes, we're blinking. So let's say what we're ready to move on from, and let's say what we're obsessed with.
Would you like to go first, or would you like me to go first?
Yes, mine are kind of intertwined. Ready
So
to?
are you gonna do both or what?
Yeah. Unless you don't want me to.
No. Why don't you just whatever? You do whatever you want. This is your show, honey.
I'm ready to move. So obviously you guys know that Hayden Panettiere has passed away. And it is extremely sad. So we'll get into more of the happy memories of Hayden Panettiere with my obsessed. What I'm ready to move on from, a brand called Neutrogena. When this happened, I hated it. I made TikToks about it, and now remembering it, it makes me even more enraged. When she talked about her postpartum depression, she got fired from Neutrogena after 10 years of representing the brand because she didn't represent their brand that well because she was being honest about her postpartum depression. And I just have to say, fuck you, Neutrogena. I'm ready to move on from you. I don't have any of your products in my motherfucking bathroom.
Okay. Mine is kind of similar vein. I just, in seeing all that's gone on in the world, all the conversation around Hayden Panettiere, which is obviously incredibly sad, all the conversation around Lindsay Clancy and the trial here locally, which not everybody in the interwebs might know about, but that's a local woman who is on trial right now for the murder of her children. I have never been more ashamed to be a part of a country and a system that underserves women so incredibly. Mm-hmm. The amount of stigma around postpartum health, the amount of women that go through it. It's 1 in 8 women in America that suffer from postpartum depression, postpartum anxiety, intrusive thoughts.
And other women that shame women for it.
Women all over this country, all over this world are consistently shamed to the point where they can't speak up. I'm very fortunate that I have a family and a husband that has been incredibly supportive of me, that I felt comfortable talking about my postpartum depression and intrusive thoughts and what that did to me in my mental state. If I didn't have that outlet and I didn't have the family that I have, I don't know what would have happened to me. Mm-hmm. And I feel incredibly sad and incredibly hurt for the women in this world that don't have the family that I have or the partner that I have or the support system that I have. So I just am really, really over this country and this healthcare system that we all are beholden to, because it's literally a fucking mafia, not supporting women in the way that they need to be supported after we are keeping this society afloat by procreating and providing the next generation. So I am really over the postpartum care in this country.
Yeah, this is a controversial take, but I'm also over people thinking that Lindsay Clancy did it because Patrick did it. Sorry. That's what I think. And I think that Reddington,
I think that's the lawyer's name,
is about to prove it. So stay tuned for that. Yeah. But anyway, I'm ready to obsess over Hayden Panettiere's career.
Me as well. That's my obsess over this week too.
She has literally shaped my childhood, from A Bug's Life to Racing Stripes to Ice Princess to Bring It On to
Remember the Titans, one of my favorite movies.
Also, that like Lifetime movie, like what my mother told me. I don't remember. That was so wild. I thought that was so wild as a kid. Yeah. She's had such a great career. She was
Nashville Heroes.
It just like
the list goes on.
It's so sad. She was way too young, and it builds upon what you're talking about. This country did her a disservice, and I actually posted a TikTok about it, and somebody commented, and I was like, yeah, with drugs that she used herself. Fuck you, because she has had so many mental struggles, from literally being SA'd to having postpartum depression, and there was just
also
not,
just being a child star. I think that does a toll on people more than we can ever know.
Not enough resources to help people like that, because you don't feel like you can say it without being looked upon as weak or a liar or this or that.
Yeah, and I think this just goes back to like, check in on the people that you love and ask them questions, ask them if they're okay.
Yeah.
Even if they seem happy and bubbly, even if they're Aisha frickin' Scott and she seems like she can take on the world and everything's fine, ask them if they're okay, and just be there for the people that you care about, because this world is really hard sometimes, and people shouldn't have to deal with it alone.
Period. And on that note, bye.
Goodbye. See you next week.
Goodbye. Oh, I was going to say, this episode is dedicated to Hayden Panettiere.